It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hey, 43, 15.
Slot man moves right. They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Walker now at 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Mahomes firing complete. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain there of 21 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Running left is Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hey, 43, 40, yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's got the first down, and oh, what a juke into space. Still going, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a 1st down throw, it's Smith. Throw to Estridge, complete on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Geno now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Geno. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Locates Hardman for another catch. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mahomes to throw once more. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He's got room at the 30.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick six.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most? Possession. And them taking it away, turning it into a pick six, they don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. They find some open field here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there are times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Chiefs, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.